Alright, this is Talker Day, back with another Transformers review, and finally I'm getting ready to do my Generations full of Cybertron Bruticus. And as you can see, I have all 5 vehicles out here. I have Blastoff, Vortex, Swindle, Brawl, and Onslaught. I've already taken off all their weapons, and before I get into the individual limb modes, I'm going to show how to assemble the weapon. So, first we're going to start off with Onslaught's double-barreled blaster, or whatever this thing is. Then Swindle's rifle, and Brawl's little gun. Plug that together like this, and then plug that on top of here. Then take Vortex's knife guns, plug them into the underside, like that. And then we take a, was it like this? I believe it was. No, like that, yeah. Blastoff's guns, and plug them on like that. Now, I might be remembering wrong, but I do believe that is how the instructions tell you to assemble his Sonic Blaster. And this is the last part of the review that follows the directions as closely as I could, because a couple of these vehicles, I don't like them in their official limb mode, so I do my own limb mode. And let's start off with Blastoff. Blastoff is the rocket, and he's supposed to be an arm, but I think he is so much more stable as a leg. So, let's put him off to the side there. Then let's move on to Swindle. Swindle is supposed to be a leg, and he makes a very good leg. What you're going to do is you're going to separate. This thing likes to fight me a little bit. There we go. And actually, I ended up breaking mine at one point. That's kind of sad. Separate that, then flip these out. Those are the toes. Then bring up the connecting piece. Plug these back in. These things don't want to stay on. Don't want to stay in the slots for some reason. Grrg! Okay, never mind. Forget it. Alright. And then collapse it down to where this tab doesn't go into the top one, but it goes into the bottom one. Like that. And there's the other leg. Then let's move on to Vortex, who makes a very good arm. Bring down the connecting peg. Bring down the cockpit, and bring out the entire joint there. Twist at the waist joint, and there you have an arm. I like to leave the gun out, but there is a hand in there, so I'm going to bring the hand out like that. And there you go, Vortex as an arm. Now on to Brawl. Now Brawl is actually kind of annoying to get into his arm mode. Bring down the cannon and clip it in place. Then flip up his back engines. Bring out these pieces. And then using that kind of hidden joint in there, bring that out like that. Twist these pieces around and connect them together. Then fold out the hands, and your choice on either that thumb or that thumb. I'm going to wait till I assemble him to figure out which thumb to use, but I probably will fold the thumb away anyways. And there we have him as an arm. Now Onslaught is actually the most annoying one to turn into the limb mode. Fold the arms off to the side. Bend him at the waist joint, basically. Spin the head around to where it's facing the other direction. Spin the waist around. Disconnect the legs, and they're going to fold up his crotch piece right there. and rotate these down. And it's really, they don't really give you any place to put the arms, so you really just stick them up and out of the way as best as possible. And there is Onslaught in his torso mode. Now, I'm going to have to jump cut this right now and bring out my taller tripod before I assemble this guy. So, I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, and I am back for my jump cut, and I'm surprised I have a use for this tripod still. Okay, so we're going to take Blast Off, and we're going to take Swindle, and we're going to plug them in. There we go. And when you plug them in, you got to kind of twist it from side to side a little bit. There we go. And he gets tall real quick. Then take a Bruticus. Now, if you look, there's on one side of the connecting peg, it's a solid piece, but on the other side, it's not quite a solid piece. These are going to be your flex points. So it's easier to show on the arms than it is the legs. You don't want to flex it like that to get it to peg in place. Same thing on this one. See, not solid, solid. Okay, so flex it, get it in place. And here we have Bruticus in his Gestalt mode, is what it's called, but you know, it's his combiner mode, you know. And he is easily about a foot tall, and he is really, really cool. You know, he's got shoulder joints, universal swivel in and out. He's depending on which one you use, he's got an elbow there, in and out joint there. This side he's got a arm swivel in and out. He is kind of floppy a little bit, but I think that's just maybe because it's the mass production version, not one of the better quality ones like the San Diego Comic-Con or the Amazon exclusive. And he's got proper hip joints, but they're kind of blocked in by the crotch plate. And really my only main complaint is the empty back. You know, he really is best viewed from the front. Now, let's bring his weapon back out, and personally, I prefer to mount the weapon over here. Now, he's really not meant to be played with. He really is a display piece in his combined mode. You are going to pose him and leave him. So let's get him into a there we go. And that just shows how posable this guy really is. You know, he's got a really good level of posability for such a big, floppy character. So, hopefully this turns out better than my last few tries. And this has been Takade with a review of Generations full of Cybertron Bruticus. And thank you much.